right, I think that's all good. G'day, ladies and gentlemen, legends of the highest regard. Welcome back to the little plane that could, our world tour, world adventure, world exploration, anything to do with the world here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. First things first, I discovered straight up whilst I was getting all this random stuttering and weird performance issues and all that, turns out that Sim Update 10 had decided that I would now fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator at 4K resolution, whether I wanted to or not. It made the decision for me. So, as I usually stream in 1080 because that's all my internet can upload, that explains so much, you know? I also would like to also say a massive shout out once again to the wonderful legends over at Sid Squad, who of course last night came over and they raided and just made my week. Yeah, week. You know, as I said, welcome today. This evening, or depends where you are, I guess. We're going to be heading from Oklahoma City here, Will Rogers World, heading over to Albuquerque, which is in the state of... Hang on a sec. I can't remember which state Albuquerque's in. Sorry, what am I talking about? I can remember. I'm just doing other things. Doing other things. Other things are occurring. New Mexico, of course. It's in New Mexico. I knew that. It's just testing you guys. Yeah. So that's our point of journey. Journey of that's our journey. That's what we're gonna. Obviously, somebody's just arrived at my premises because the dogs have provided the usual rockstar welcome of bark, 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 bark up the wrong tree, you know. Right. So before I go on and on about more and more random shitola, I feel like we need to jump into the chat, see who's decided that they would like to spend the next few hours or minutes, depending on what I say in the next few minutes, with us this evening. So we have, of course, you know, William Kelly is here. G'day, William, mate. Welcome to the stream. Awesome to have you here. He actually says, "Hey, Bryce." So, hey, William. And the other person who's currently made their presence known within the chat is, of course, the one and only, the man who's in charge of your parcels in the United States. So if anything goes haywire, you know who to contact. Mr. Drew Demarinis is here mainly because he is incredibly in love with the Trinidad TB21GT. You leave him alone in a hangar with one for long enough, and there's no guessing what might occur. He's dropping boxes in the chat. He's making deliveries. All right, so I reckon it might be I don't know, in our best interests to potentially start the aircraft. I mean, we could try doing a gliding stream. I don't know how well the Trinidad would glide, especially over 447 nautical miles. I guess if we can have somebody drop it in at space from the outside the atmosphere, then we might have some success in making it all the way to Albuquerque. Drew loves that Trinidad manifold. Yeah, he does. What on earth is with the music that's currently playing? What the hell is this? Sounds like Sims, menu music. I feel like I'm in the whole creator sim thing. That's what it sounds like to me, anyway. I'm gonna change this because yeah, there we go. I mean, I don't know what the next song is, but it can only be better than what that was. All right. I'm not even sure how a song like that made it into my stream playlist, but there you go. How do I do this thing again? I shouldn't... wow, that's blurry. Okay. I was going to say I shouldn't be forgetting... is that on? It does appear to be on. Cool. Hello? Hello? That is on. Okay, that's on that. Maybe. I don't know. I can't really see much until we get this thing started and can turn the lights on. There we go. Right, I think that is everything. Just put the parking brake on. There we go. Beautiful. It does. I'm assuming I probably said something stupid and you're agreeing with me, Drew. Probably the part about it helps to have a started aircraft. It does. Sorry, I just got lost in the... for some reason I got lost in the start process of the Trinidad, even though I've done it now 39 times at the minimum. The Sims open menu music made you want to reticulate splines. William says, are you sensitive about someone pointing out spelling mistakes? Am I sensitive? No, not at all. Absolutely not. What did I misspell? Let me know. I'm, if anything, I'm going to be sensitive about the fact that I, didn't spell it correctly? In the sense of, geez, that was, not a good thing. Sure. In your opening, you spelled incorrectly, should I say. Really? Did I? Holy shit, I've been running that now for... well, a while, probably 12 months. I've managed to keep that one hidden well, haven't I, William? Shit, okay. Well, there you go. Drew says, that's a loaded question. I mean, look, it depends who you're asking the question to. Asking somebody like myself, are you sensitive to anything? No, not really. I mean, you could, you know, throw, bits of wood that are on fire at me, and I probably, you know. It's the first time you've watched it. It means that you are the first person to notice that as well, which either means that nobody watches it or nobody knows how to spell. It's one of the two. I haven't decided which one it is. Now, we have started the aircraft, right? Like the big spinny thing at the front is spinning. Yes, it does appear to be. Good. Getting some interesting blurring on my screen, but again, I think it's in relation to DLSS, so I won't stress too much about it. Right, so we've got the kind of crosswind that when you take off in a GA aircraft, you sort of just basically have to hold on and be like, cowabunga. So we've got 16 knots of crosswind here at Oklahoma this morning. So that makes 17 left and 17 right, our choices of bitumen for our departure. So, without further ado, I'm going to remove the sparking brake. Well, I'm hoping it's not sparking anyway, otherwise it's metal on metal. And we're going to do the best job that I possibly can in this dark, unlit part of the world that I can change, but I like a challenge, to make our way to said strips of bitumen. Right. How do I turn on track IR again? Oh yeah, that. It's one of those. It's just one of. Hello, can I have it on? Thank you very much. Sorry, I didn't realise I needed to hit it 6.6 million times before I got the result I was looking for. Yep, well, have a view of the back seat there, guys, just whilst I figure out where I have to go. Basically straight ahead, but I can't go straight ahead quite yet. I need to go straight and left, unless I feel like a taxiway incursion, some sort of incursion. William Kelly was the reigning San Diego spelling champion from 1986 through 1991. I don't know whether you're being legitimate or facetious there, Drew. Has Oklahoma turned off their taxiway lights? It is dark, quite dark. Especially seeing as it's like nearly 6 a.m. I wouldn't have thought it would be this dark. See, I can't see shit, which I guess is a good thing. You know. God, as if sunrise is 7:30, 7:20, whatever I just set the time to. Are you being facetious? Okay. I should have known better, Drew. I mean, what the hell? I'm not the only one who saw that, no? We did just literally, like, pass through a gap in the Earth's crust whilst in our aircraft. It's quite bumpy taxiway here at Oklahoma, I must say. It's you know, they've got, as I said, they've got some holes going through the Earth's crust. Right, so I need to go. Well, right. Yep, that's where I need to go. When I get up here, I feel, I don't know. Whoa, okay. Sorry, I didn't realise that off-roading was a part of taxiing here at Will Rogers World. Now, where was I going? Whoa, okay. Is everything okay with the taxiways here in Oklahoma, or have they had a recent earthquake? Just seems incredibly rough. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying, oh yes, I don't know. I feel like 7 a.m. is an incredibly late sunrise time for this particular time of the year. No? Maybe? Wow, okay, looks like we're literally about to fall off a ridge here. We just literally fell off a ridge. Right. Cool. That's whoever's following me, have fun. Wow. I'm wondering if the scenery has loaded incorrectly at this point. I mean, I don't have any add-on scenery or anything, but that's If I come up and I fall off, Williams had no taxiway problems, so that's that makes it even more weird. What about hang on, who's behind me? I saw that there was somebody behind me. It's Calling Pigeon. Calling Pigeon, did you also fall off the face of the earth like I just did? Or is your taxiways all good? Because now I'm concerned if I don't take off before that hole in the earth's crust, if it, you know, continues across the runway, it's going to be an interesting departure.
everything for granted, no lie. Cause I remember days that we could barely get by. Used to use the negativity to get high. But now the comments we reading can ruin our lives. Why?
So I reckon here is probably more than enough taxiing for a GA aircraft, honestly. Famous last words, because now of course we will be sucked into the Earth's core.
They'll take your soul from right up under your nose and make you feel like you did it just to obtain your goals. Oh yeah, it's good when you get it, but it don't last that long. Cause I promise you can't take it with you when you gone. That's why.
Oh yes, okay, you have the scenery loaded, calling pigeon. Yes, yes, yes. Well, that probably makes sense as to why you're not having the taxiing issues that I am. But I'm glad you can see me jumping around. I'm doing a lot of jumping around, but you cannot refer to me as the House of Pain. Alright, let us... It's going to be interesting to see how we go about fighting this insane crosswind. Are GA aircraft even allowed to operate with such winds? I'm desperate to get off the ground here at Oklahoma because I would rather not be smashing into the various bits of scenery that are not quite properly loaded. Oklahoma is a curious place. It's known for its prized cows, some of whom become steaks. So what you're saying, Drew, is that Oklahoma does not make any missed steaks at all, ever. And they definitely don't have beef with anyone, except themselves, obviously. What a spectacular morning for flying. I wish we were able to do this at live time, or I wish live time was a bit more, well, live. Getting some epic frame rate drops still occasionally, which is really, really weird. Hello? Okay, changing my CDI is not doing anything. So that's interesting. That could cause all sorts of interesting problems, but let's just set the autopilot blindly anyway and hope that nothing is broken. Okay, I've just literally reset the altitude back to where I didn't want it to be, so we're going to go again. Yes, that means I'd like to go up to that altitude aircraft, not reset my altitude related position. Okay, gear is up. We'll pull some flaps in. Okay, so that's supposedly taking us to GPS, even though it still says localizer. I will be back with chat in one moment here, ladies and gentlemen. Just let me figure my shit out. Cool. Yeah, wink steaks. Right, so with any luck, it doesn't look like we're going to do any, well, I was going to say dangerous stuff. That's up for debate. I just realised I forgot to put my flight details in the top part. What's the code for... Yep, that is the code for that. And then that is like so. Beautiful. Alright. There we go, Drew. I figured I'd give you the outside view of your beloved Trinidad. Hey, Wesley Falk is flying along as well here. He's also in the Trinidad, the TB21. Decent photography. Brett Plays is here. He says he likes prized steaks. What sort of prizes do you like for your steaks? So, as I said, beautiful morning here in Oklahoma as we make our way out. I was going to say, what airport's that? Bryce, that would be the airport that you just took off from. Me, genius, you, viewer? I'm not wrong. I mean, I could have come up with something potentially. I'm now coming up with things potentially, that's for sure. But I could have come up with something more, descriptive, funny. Drew says Oklahoma also has a darkly unfortunate recent history of botched and rather gruesome prisoner executions. I see. So not only do they kill their cows, they kill their people as well. Probably, if you've got a lot of abattoirs, 2 birds, 1 stone keeps costs down. I mean, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. As long as they're not serving both types of meat to shopping centres, supermarkets, whatever you guys refer to them as, grocery stores, and butchers and all that, that's fine. Otherwise, you'll buy that logic. Oh, I should run for Parliament in the US then, Drew. If you buy that logic, I can get millions of people to buy that logic. Maybe I'll be the, when's your next election? 2024? Just some Aussie for US President 2024. Hashtag. I'm honestly surprised because right now we're passing over the suburb of Mustang and we haven't killed any pedestrians, we haven't lost control, we haven't fallen out of the sky, the suburb is not on fire, people are not running and screaming. I feel like it's false advertising, honestly. If I wanted to move to Mustang, you think that I need to be born there? In terms of born in the US to run for president? Probably. Yeah, probably do. I don't know, maybe we can introduce a clause that says, Australians can also be the US president. I don't know. It couldn't be any worse than what they're currently experiencing over the last... what are we at now? 6, 7 years? Can it? You'd vote for me from Tassie? I don't think that's how it works either, Brett, somehow. I don't think that's how it works either. Unfortunately. KC Plane Spotting is here. G'day, mate. Welcome to the stream. They say, is this the US? It is. This is the outskirts of Oklahoma City, I think. I would love to show you the fact that Oklahoma City is behind us, but right now, due to the sunrise, can't see anything except if I look there too long, the only thing I'll be seeing is an optometrist for the damage that has been done. I can run for governor of a state. Which state should I run for governor of, William? Based on my, based on having watched me stream now for a while, which state would I suit most? Yes, I mean, when is Brett wrong, Drew? When is Brett wrong? Actually, probably in his wife's eyes. Never mind. Drew cross plays, Drew X plays. It'll be one of those, I hope. Mate, either way, welcome to the stream. Hope you're going really, really well. To any of you who are interested in potentially jumping in, joining the flight, etc., you are more than welcome to come along. We have many, many airports along the way where you can all spawn in from. Brett. Hey, I mean, look, it's, you know, it's the usual thing that society says, you know, a man's never wrong unless you ask his wife. Vermont. Right. That's a suburb of Melbourne here in Australia. So what's so special about Vermont, Drew? Although here in Australia we don't call it Vermont, we call it Vermont. You're just... Lovely, William. You're trying to think of a state you don't like that much, and that's the one that I should go and be governor for. Fantastic. Good time. Unless you want to put me there because you think I can change it for the better, and in which case you have way too much faith in me. Okay, Brett. Did she chuckle? I hope she chuckled. Yeah, you see, I thought so, William. You got too much faith in me, mate. I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I'd be a successful governor. Plus, you know, just I'm a big believer in, you know, straight to the top. So if I'm going to enter US politics, I'm going straight for the presidency role, even though I can't get it. I'll just waste money on it anyway. Brett. That's alright, I used to get told, let me try that again. I used to be told that by my previous partners as well. Like, are you even listening? And I thought that was a really, really weird, or did you hear what I just said? These were really weird. These were really weird ways to start a conversation, if you ask me. Vermont, it's small, gorgeous, liberal-minded, and mostly inconsequential. Let's get the English coming out. 2 seconds here. So I'll be honest with you, Drew. I don't mind the sound of Vermont. You know, the small, the gorgeous. You know, that's up my alley. When you say liberal-minded, we're not talking like middle of California, LA, San Fran. Liberal-minded, are we? Because, like, I'd rather not be living in a tent in the next few years if I can avoid it. What's the dog doing? Whatever she wants. I swear she thinks she owns the house. I can, hang on a sec. Come on. Oh my god, you weigh so much. Go Come on, speak into the microphone. Let them know what you want to say. I can't usually get you to shut up, so do you want to, put some of that to good use? No, you just want to fight against me instead? Okay. Well, I'm going to win the fight by doing this. So for those who oh wow, what are we in? We're 37 minutes into the stream, and I haven't probably been able to construct a sentence fully yet, which is, well, it's pretty normal actually. So for those who haven't met her, this is Star. She's a American Staffy cross Jack Russell cross red heeler, and she's insane. Bit like me. So they say the dog takes on the personality of the owner. I might have to put you down now, though, like on the floor, obviously. Wow, that sentence was not. Nobody clipped that. That'll get the channel cancelled. Oh. Down you go. Down the escalator. Oh wow, you've just left half of your coat on me, doggo. Thank you for that. This is a fresh hoodie as well. Now, it's changed colour. My English is good tonight. Brett, if we ever get a stream where my English is good, I don't know what I'll do, but I'm pretty sure there will be some sort of, fireworks or something. Wow, this is a very, very pretty part of the world, I must say, here in the US. Drew says, no, it's New England. No, it's less diverse. Okay, sounds good to me, Drew. Sounds good to me. How expensive is it? Is it something that I could afford? Should I pack my bags? Do I go and start packing my suitcase now, like in the background of the stream whilst we're flying? Yeah, KC plane spotting. You'll come to realise very quickly if you in any streams that you do jump in that even though I'm English only language, I'm also English second language because I speak it at about the same level as somebody who it's not their native tongue. Hey, Beav is here. He says hello. He's got his original account back. What happened there, Beav? I know you were Beav, and then you were Beav 2.0, and then you were back to Beav. Did you just forget password? Did something happen? Did some, I don't know, scammer come along? Who knows? Anyway, good to have you here nonetheless, mate. Lena is here. She says, hey again, I'm one of your new... I'm actually... That's really bad of me. I'm just assuming that it's a she because it's called... their name is Lena. Wow, that was... I really don't like to make my life easy when producing sentences, do I? But, hey again, I'm one of your new subs from Sid Squad yesterday, so you're automatically at legendary status. Thank you very much for that, Lena. Good flying. I mean, yeah, the autopilot's doing the job for me, so I can chat to you guys in chat. So, but I mean, I'll happily take credit for the good flying. Yes, great flying. I'm very professional. Everything's trimmed out, and videos on that account wouldn't pop up, like on your home page. Is that what you're... That's weird. That's very weird, isn't it? I am Blacklux says, hello from Sydney. Blacklux, hello from... I was going to say Melbourne, but not quite. Hello from Gippsland. How you going? Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you here. Yeah, wow, that's really weird, B. And then you just logged back in later on and it just came back and worked normally, I'm assuming. Wow. I've had issues like that before with YouTube Studio, but never with my YouTube homepage. Yeah, that's weird. Alright, so we are not far off of our first airport. We're not far from our first airport. I may as well move to, like, central, regional Australia with an accent like that. Yeah, which is Clinton Sherman, which is an interesting name for an airport, I must say. I don't usually go around naming my airfields, you know, just Clinton Sherman. It would be, you know, Clinton Sherman Airport in whatever part of, where is it? Let's see. It is, oh, right, it's in the city of Clinton. Well, that makes sense. I don't know, I just feel like I'd have to land at that airport and address it. Like, good evening, Clinton, sir. How you going? May I use one of your runways for the purpose of a touch and go? So there's a place off to our left called Alfalfa. I'll hook around to the left and let's see if we can get it to sprout. No, but we can get the king. Drew, I'm not 100% sure what you wrote there because you retracted it. I'm assuming it didn't make sense. I'll wait for you to put a freshie in. Also, to people who are here this evening, I am aware of the fact that my energy from the last few streams may not, in fact, be here. I'm fucking tired. Really zonked. But not so tired that I was like, oh no, I'm not streaming. Yeah. So hopefully I still can stay relatively entertaining for you wonderful people. Speaking of, seeing as the song's mentioning Wyoming, where is Wyoming in relation to where we are right now in the US? So the first part of this flight, so up to Clinton Sherman and up to McLean Gray Co, which I'm assuming probably just stands for commercial or something. Then we've got the Pantex Planario and Amarillo in Texas as well. So there will be, there will be some points of interest, viewpoints, waypoints, one of those. North? Okay, so yeah, I thought it might have been north, yeah. So currently we're getting letters from there. They're obviously being sent to Clinton Sherman. Speaking of which, over at Clinton Sherman on the ground, it appears like Adventure Bush Flyers has joined the flight. Mate, welcome. I know you're probably already in VR and you probably don't want to remove the headset to say, anything, but have noticed your presence and welcome to the stream. It's absolutely awesome to have you alongside. We will be flying over very, very soon. Oh, right. There's the city of Clinton. Wow, Clinton Sherman Airport is a long way out of Clinton. It's also near Dill City, so... And Corn. Oh, there's Corn. I wonder if the Colonel lives there. And I don't mean the KFC one. Lena says, how do you get the songs on your stream? They are from a website called Epidemic Sounds, where you pay a subscription like you would with Spotify or YouTube Music, but the subscription is slightly more expensive. There's no artists that you would know as such on first glance, but these artists allow their music to be used in streams and YouTube videos in exchange for your subscription fee, which is about 20 USD per month, something like that. So not bad at all. And you have got unlimited use on every single song and soundboard and sound effect and sound file that they have, and they've got like 50,000. So yeah. Brett says, this reminds me of the Dumb and Dumber clip where they thought there would be more mountains. That John Denver guy is full of shit. No, I know there's going to be more mountains. It's just, obviously, they're not right now. But I'm not complaining. I mean, look at the crazy, textures and stuff in the ground below us. I'm more than happy to fly over this right now. Sorry, 15 USD. There we go. Brett has corrected me on that one. So a lot of us flight sim streamers use Epidemic Sound. I know I do. Brett does. Shane at Oz Flight Simmer does. Dave at Big Jacko's Gaming does. I think Wes over at Leonard Rapier 709 Gaming does as well. Dill is so vile, says Drew. I love most herbs. Yeah, I'm sure you do love most herbs. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Especially if they're green. Even Tarragon's phenomenal in the right application. The right application being things like potatoes and stuff like that. Dill, your gag reflex can't handle it. Why? It's so delicious, though. Actually, again, don't get me wrong. Dill is like tarragon. It's a herb that has a purpose. And if you don't, or if you try to use it somewhere where it's not, doesn't match the flavor profile, you're in for a bad time. Dill goes really, 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 really well with high fat protein. So, pork belly. Put dill on that, goes really well. Like salmon, tuna, snapper, all those oily, fatty fish. But if, I wouldn't, for example, I wouldn't be putting dill, actually, what's a good example here? I can't be going and saying, for example, without first having a friggin' example lined up. Otherwise, I look like a bit of an idiot. Which is fine, because that just means that the looks match the, the carpet matches the drapes. Its purpose is to ruin salmon. Look, I'm don't know if I go quite that far, Drew. It's definitely an acquired taste, 100%. It's got that licorice aniseed flavour, but I'm not sure its purpose is to ruin salmon. The person who decided to, or who just discovered dill and was, has decided to, or they've decided to make it a mainstream herb. I'm sure they weren't like, we've got to include this herb in society. Its main purpose is to destroy everything that it gets applied to. Just doesn't seem like, you know, a good way to use a product. Yeah, now what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was coming up with something that dill wouldn't go on. Well, the perfect example would be lean protein. So kangaroo, things like that. No, definitely you wouldn't want to put dill on kangaroo because it just doesn't have that fat content. I'd probably be really tasty with dill, but you know, eating humans technically illegal, so I guess nobody will ever go to try that. So I'm not going to be making a touch and go at Clinton Sherman, am I? Where am I going to make my after the Plantex, sorry, let me try that again. After Pantex Planario and Amarillo, that's when I'll make my touch and goes. So you see, Clinton Sherman is not. It says on little nav map, it says it's the airport for the city of Clinton. But I don't know about you. It looks like it's the airport for Burns Flat. Which I'm surprised there's actually anything left in Burns Flat because the name suggests that it's been completely burnt to a crisp. Lizard Man is here. G'day, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fantastically. He says, broil kangaroo mince with dill. By broil, I'm assuming you mean grill. Brett is not a fan of dill nor fennel. That makes sense though, Brett, because they have a very, very similar flavor profile. They're both aniseed, licorice flavor, you know? They have their specific tasks, flavors, pairings, etc. that they work for, and then anything else is just a bad idea. Drew says a guy named Bill Dill discovered it in 1908. What a dick. No, what? This is where you're meant to be like, what a dill. Oh, anything to make. I thought you were making a legitimate suggestion there, Lizard Man, and I was like, what? Broiled kangaroo. Yeah. With dill. Yeah, look, it's probably going to be a hard pass on that one, Lizard Man. Yeah, fennel and pork is good. Phil and Dental? Yeah, absolutely. The word salad is definitely happening tonight, and fennel and dill are both included, clearly. Yeah, but no, fennel and pork is good, dill and pork is good. Yeah, fennel and dill, fantastic in anything with a high fat content. It's just one of those songs where you're, you know, if you were in the car alone, you'd just be belting it out at the top of your lungs just because it's got that strong vocals. Again, I can understand why, Brett. It's a very acquired taste and it's a specific flavour. I find that using rocket in place of pepper sometimes is not a bad idea. Because of course it has a very similar flavour profile. But you know, when you go to like a cafe and you get your Mediterranean focaccia and like 50% of it is fresh rocket leaves, and you take a bite and it's basically like you've just chewed down on 600,000 peppercorns. Yeah, I agree with you, Brett. That's not the most pleasant thing. Again, it all comes down to flavor balance. You used weed killer on rocket growing between the pathway. Okay, so you really don't like rocket. It is a weed. That is true. That is true. It is a weed. But, again, it's, you know, in the correct application with the correct usage amount, it's delicious. But, you know, if somebody says to me, hey, you want a handful of rocket? I'm probably going to be like, probably not. Lizardman says, I found salmon and macadamia nuts baked together in foil is a secret glory. So I'm not surprised to hear this at all, Lizardman, simply because macadamia nuts have an incredible flavor when you cook them. And they release an incredible flavor as well. And of course, because salmon is very fatty, it takes on flavor very well. And macadamia nuts are very oily. Get where I'm going with all of this? You're like 100% you're onto something there. That's why you'll see like people make, you know how they make like nut crusts? I couldn't have said it in any much of a different way, I'm sorry. But like pistachios and stuff like that they put on the outside of salmon. It's for the exact reason that you've just said, Lizardman, with the macadamia nuts. As we make our way over Elk City, except I don't see any elk, which is a shame because if I did, I could. Actually, is elk good for eating or not? Yeah, exactly, Lizardman. Bang on. Bang on. William says, kangaroo meat, are they not a protected species? No, William, the opposite. They're a pest. There's so many of them, and they can be incredibly destructive to the environment around them, but the ones that we eat are farmed. See, what you're basically saying, Lizardman, is that you need to come and make dinner for me. Not tonight, obviously. But what you've just said sounds fantastic. Salmon with raw macadamia, with couscous, with tomato and spinach through it. Great. Delicious. Are rabbits still a pest? No, I think the rabbit-proof fence did its job there, William. I could be wrong, but I do not believe rabbits are a pest anymore in Australia. But that sounds incredible, Lizard. Man, sounds incredible. If only I hadn't just had dinner where I had smoked salmon and zucchini fritters and eggs and mushroom and smashed avo. Basically, if you wanted a demonstration of a millennial dish, that was my dinner. It was basically, I could call it the millennial on a plate. Drew says wild caught coho and sockeye salmon. Okay, sockeye salmon. It's full of toe jam, that one. A really lean. Left or right? How are they leaning? The farmed salmon is fatty ribbons. And like Atlantic salmon and Tasmanian salmon, not that you probably get Tasmanian salmon over there, you probably get the Atlantic stuff. Brett says, I got 2 in my front paddock. Hope they are same sex. I will have more soon. That is true, Brett. You will. You absolutely will. Which also means that you could have dinner soon. You know, just saying. There's always a solution. No, what you forgot to add, Lizard Man, is the fact that you've booked your flights here from wherever you are coming. I can't remember. But yeah, that's what I really care about at this time, because I need to taste this. I need to make sure it's up to chef standards, okay? Hey, the Scottish man is here. Stu is with us.
Welcome to All Things Scottish. Our slogan is, if it's no Scottish, it's crap!
How you going, Stu, mate? Welcome to the stream. Absolutely awesome to have you here. What is that, Brett? 20 to 30 patty melons. Sounds interesting. Oh yes, of course, Lizard Man. Now I remember where you're from. You're the Queenslander, or Kingslander now. Beluga on PC says he's in school. He'll be back in 20 to 25 minutes. Not a problem at all, Beluga, mate. All good. Yes, I forgot that we made that decision/deal, Lizard Man, that you would come and be my kitchen hand. Where are you? You start Saturday morning at 7 AM. Where are you? Oh, William, I love it. I love it. Sucks they make you go to school during streams. Yeah, look, I'm not even going to try and debate that one. I agree. It does. There needs to be, they need to do something about that. That's, Brett says, if a kangaroo was full scale, wallaby half scale, then a paddy melon is 1/3 scale root. Ah. Right, so it's a really small kangaroo style thing. Yep, fair enough, cool. Lizard Man will need payment in advance for the plane tickets. Ah, yes. Right. Well, that throws a bit of a spanner in the works. KC Plane Spotting says he's on school holidays. Or she's on school holidays. I should really stop assuming that everybody here is based on their name. She's licking the carpet behind me and I'm concerned. There's nothing there. A quokka is 1/4 scale? Is a quokka related to a kangaroo? What the quack? Ah? Oh, I see, Lizard Man. Okay. I see. Refers to miniature animals. That does make more sense. So yeah, like Paddy Melon dogs. Are you a Paddy Melon? You have no idea what I'm on about. Let's go back to licking the carpet. It needs to be cleaning anyway, so you can do that for me. Stu's coming for dinner as well, Lizard Man, but he's going to be he'll be over in 23 hours. I hope you don't need payment in advance for your plane ticket as well, Stu, because if I need to pay for yours and Lizard Man's, I may as well claim bankruptcy at this point. Not quite, but yeah. Patymelons are small, furry, hopping mammals in the genus Phylogale, found in Australia and Papua New Guinea. They are some of the smallest members of the macropod family, which includes the similar-looking but larger kangaroos and wallabies. Yes, Brett is the master of macropods. Right, fair enough. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day, Brett. Really appreciate that, mate. Now I know what a patymelon is. Honestly, if somebody just said to me, hey, have you seen a patymelon or tried patymelon, I'd assume they were talking about fruit of some sort. I am Blacklux says, nice stream, mate. Thank you very much, Blacklux. Really, really appreciate those words. Thank you very much. The feedback is greatly appreciated. Hey, Beluga is finished work, so he's here for a bit. Hang on, you finished work or you finished school, or you finished the work at school? As William said before, Beluga, I don't know if you caught it, but he said it really sucks that they make you go to school during streams. And honestly, I agree, and I think we need to do something about it. If you'd like to be the head honcho of the crew that sorts this great travesty out where people have to attend school during streams, I will back you. Yeah. Exactly, Drew. Exactly. The rumour is Garwin's still waiting for my package of Australian snacks to arrive. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean, Lizard Man. Depending on the way people spell it, that makes sense. That makes sense. The quokka, also known as the short-tailed scrub wallaby. Really? How do I not know these things? That's amazing. Obviously quokkas are quite famous. Yeah, I know, 100% know what a quokka is. I just had no idea that it was a short-tailed scrub wallaby. That's amazing. Absolutely, he has, Drew. GC Bounds has been there with the existential school/stream dilemma. I'm honestly surprised nobody's sorted the problem out yet. Speak of the devil, he's just dropped in. Garwin is here, ladies and gentlemen. He says good morning/evening, and as usual, anybody who's in the afternoon can go for themselves. I get the feeling that Garwin really doesn't like the 12 to 4 p.m. part of the day. But Garwin, mate, welcome to the stream. Hope you're going fantastically. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't given yourself the pleasure yet of... in fact, we'll do both Garwin and Brett.
Hail to the king, baby.
If you haven't done yourselves the pleasure yet of subscribing to either of these two wonderful legends channels, they both stream Microsoft Flight Simulator as well as various other things. I know Garwin does doggo shorts, Brett does truck simming, and he also does No Man's Sky and stuff like that. So, if these are the kind of things that you like, that you're interested in, do yourselves a favour, hit those links, show these wonderful people some love. Beluga says, I'm in the middle of doing fighter jet stunts in a 737, but I'm moving my setup and can't use my joystick, so I'm on hold for a few days. Yes, as Garwin detailed, Beluga, I honestly do hope that you are in the sim, because otherwise, whoever's Boeing 737 you're stolen is gonna, they're gonna start asking questions. Brett does amazing reviews for Microsoft Flight Simulator add-ons, Lizard Man, and especially for like modded aircraft, freeware modded aircraft as well. You know, if you want to have a sim that is full of so many freeware aircraft, Brett is your man to go and see. It's more like you're too lazy to type them all. Just don't do them at all. Just be like, good. You don't need to address anything else. Not good morning, not good evening, not good afternoon. Just drop into the streams and just be like, good. That's what a lazy person would do. A real lazy person. So hang on, if you're at school, how are you making... Oh, you mean when you're at home. Okay, that makes more sense there, Beluga. Yeah, or just say hi. Or we could just let Garwin continue to do what he wants to do, and every time he drops in, we can just, you know, let him know that, as usual, he's roasting the people in the afternoon. Yes, Garwin, I read that a few hours ago. It's quite unfortunate. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully he does make it to a gangster's paradise. Although, I must say, I am very, very glad that he did, in fact, live to see 24. Because, you know, that was one of the things he was concerned about in the song Gangster's Paradise. Will he live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Yep, no worries, Beluga, mate. All good in the hood. Understood, understood. It is what it is. $51, I heard $59, Garwin. Well, it's one of those. It doesn't matter. I mean, you know, we're only talking. Oh, I am right. Okay. I was going to say we're only talking about 8 years here. So we're coming up here on McLean Grey Cove, and then we'll be heading into the Pantex Planario. I reckon maybe. So we're gonna have about 50 nautical miles to the Pantex Planner. That is a real mouthful for somebody who's a professional word salad maker to put together calling pigeon. I must say, I can't say Pantex Planario very quickly more than once. Drew has his cookbook, Cooking with Coolio. Google it; it's fun. All right, I'll have a quick Google of it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, look, you know, Garwin. It's not a regular occurrence. Cooking with. Wow, if you put cooking into Google right now, the first result is Cooking with Coolio. There you go. Alright, let's see what... we're going to get onto Amazon here and let's see what Cooking with Coolio is all about. 5-star meals at a 1-star price. So Cooking with Coolio on Amazon right now is the #1 selling cookbook in soul food and the #1 selling cookbook in gastronomic essays. And it is number 106 of all top selling books right now on Amazon. So, seems like a few people may have purchased his book following the news. I'm trying to get, so there's a lot of information about Coolio himself, but I'm trying to get some information about the included recipes. Well, it sounds great because somebody's talking about a chicken and watermelon recipe, which sounds awesome. Anyway, I'll come back to the stream now. Do I think Canada is out tomorrow, Brett? Honestly, mate, the last thing I heard was that Canada would be out on the 27th of September. There's no information since then. There's no information from Microsoft on their socials about whether it's delayed or anything. It's really weird. Really weird. Oh, the roadmap says 9/20 or 29 of the 9. So maybe I just saw the wrong date. But I read 27 of the 9. Anyway, we're talking about 2 days. So World Update 11 Canada is slated for release September 28th. So that means for us Australians, it will be out in about 3 hours' time, I think. Yeah. Must be. Because if it's coming out on the 28th Seattle time, is it 5 a.m. at the moment in Seattle? I feel like it must be like 5 a.m. in Seattle right now, which would make perfect sense. Alright, so it's running slightly late, but it should be out sometime today. Cool. That's good to know. That's good news, because we're not actually, we're only about 30 or so flights off of getting to Canada, so that's yeah. To have proper maps will be incredible. Yeah, well, I'm hoping then, William. What's the time currently in San Diego? Because usually it releases about 8 a.m. your time, I believe, does it not? Oh, it's almost... Yeah, so it's almost 5 a.m. Cool. So yeah, it should be out in about 3 hours' time, I believe. Let me just check that. Yeah. So 8, 9 a.m. I reckon. So I reckon 3 or 4 hours and we should have the Canadian World Update. Hopefully. Touch wood. That would be amazing if we can.
Can you see me shaking?
Alright, I'm going to, seeing as we're about an hour and a half in right now, I'm just going to take a quick break, refill the drink bottle, stretch the legs, etc. And then I will return for the second half of the stream. See you wonderful people in a couple of minutes.
Can't forgive myself for losing you. Don't you feel that too? The feeling lingers on every day of every month. Wishing I just could forget about you. The weight upon my bones makes it harder to move on. Oh baby, don't think that I'll ever forgive myself for losing you, or for losing you. Left all over but no stars to share. Can't forgive myself for losing you. For losing you. For losing you.
You and I, we never show emotions, we just keep it down, down inside. Yeah, you and I, both longing for expression for the things we like, but we stay quiet. Hold me now, tell me things, tell me all about how you feel. Just let yourself go. Say it loud, wake the world on the other side, make it real. Just let yourself go, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Oh yeah, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Just let yourself go. Let yourself be new. We're holding back each other in the things we do. It's all so blue. Yeah, what if we could grow just like the flowers through the concrete? Just you and me. Hold me now, tell me things, tell me all about how you feel. Just let yourself go. Say it loud, wake the world on the other side, make it real. Just let yourself go, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Oh, just let go. Ooh, just let go. Just let yourself go.
Alright,
Let yourself be
I am
We're holding
stretched,
back each other
blood flowing, and
things we do.
well, I'm not,
It's all so
I can't really say hydrated. I guess I am hydrated. I've already polished off a litre of water on this stream, and what have we been going for? 90 minutes. So I've come back and there's a massive wind farm below us, which is we must have just blown in, you know. So I'm not even sure what the Pantex Planario is, but I guess we're about to find out in what are we, 22 nautical miles out. I need to turn the music down. There we go. That's better. I can actually hear myself. I'm amazed you guys could actually hear anything I was saying. I had that out quite loud. What? What? What did you say, boy? Hey, there he is. Hey, it's Saturday, except it's Thursday. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue in the same way, you know. It's not. I don't know what that was meant to be. Me imitating tongue rolling. Stu can't hear. I'm definitely not on mute. No, definitely not on mute. Gowan says, oddly enough, he is heading for a 2.5-hour drive to take his dad to get new hearing aids. Been having too much phone sex, has he? He's got hearing aids now. Hey, he's a monkey, and he's gonna sing a song for you. Stu's being funny. Ladies and gentlemen, Stu is being funny. Nah, all good. So we have Panhandle off to our right-hand side here. Honestly, I don't know what they're cooking, but there's a Panhandle there. Where are you? My study, I think, unless I'm hallucinating. Yeah, someplace very flat, exactly. That's exactly where I am. We are in, Texas. We're in Texas, near Amarillo, which makes sense, seeing as the Pantex Planario is in Amarillo. Say that fast 10 times. I couldn't even say Plantex. I've already said it wrong. We've started the first time round. I can't even get it correct. Let's try that again. Pantex Planario in Amarillo. Pantex Planario in Amarillo. I would like to buy a hamburger. It's not. So it's not. They don't pronounce it in that way. So it's literally Amarillo. Oh, but Amarillo sounds so much better. I'll write a letter to the mayor of Texas, governor of Texas, and just be like, hey, you should really reconsider your pronunciation. Perfect. Speaking of pronunciation and spelling areas. Yes, I hate pronunciation and spelling areas. So off to, so right next to Panhandle, they have Stamps Field. A lot of people in big shoes just left, right in that field. And I guess if you lick the bottom of their boots, you can probably, yeah. Yes, exactly. I had a verbal spelling error. That's exactly right, Garwin. I have them quite regularly. Itchy hands. There we go. All right, so this is hello. Where's the cursor gone? There. The Rick Husband Amarillo International. What is with this part of the world and naming their airports weird things? Got Clinton Sherman and Rick Husband. Yeah, exactly, Brett. I feel like I need to have a disclaimer at the start of the streams now that says, do not do drinking games with mispronunciation on these streams because you will be hammered by half an hour in and dead by the 90-minute mark. I should, just to be, you know, see where it goes, I should do just like an hour and a half stream one day with a drinking game stream. I don't think YouTube will actually allow that, so it would have to be something that's done if I ever, you know, restart Patreon or anything like that. But yeah, and just everybody, including myself, takes a shot every time I make a spelling error or a pronunciation error. And every time that one is made in the chat by a chat as well. That's why I'm saying it would only be like an hour and a half stream, because otherwise everybody would literally end up with alcohol poisoning. Can stream it on Rumble. I haven't even heard of Rumble. I've heard of Rumble. So, Pantex Planario. I should probably look and see what Calling Pigeon has actually put up a bit, revisit, should I say, what Calling Pigeon has said about Pantex Planarillo, whatever it is. Yes, cool. So it is the so Pantex Planario is the primary United States nuclear weapons assembly and disassembly facility. As a major security site, the plant and its grounds are strictly controlled, and the airspace above and around the plant is prohibited to civilian air traffic by the FAA as prohibited area P47. So basically what Calling Pigeon has just done with the flight plan is get us all killed because we've flown directly over the top of Pantex Planario. So that's, thank you very much for that, Calling Pigeon. Appreciate it. We're now all in a fiery ball falling out of the sky. Only in, you know, like to me the scary thing is that this nuclear weapons assembly and disassembly facility is only 27 kilometers, 17 miles from the city of Amarillo. You know, if something goes wrong at that assembly and disassembly facility, yeah. I find it incredibly weird that one of the runways here at Rick's Husband is basically in line with the nuclear weapons assembly and disassembly plant. So does that runway just never get used? It's even got an ILS that goes right out next to the plant, like the glide slope. So that's yeah. How is the sim sounds, by the way, ladies and gentlemen? I know I turned them down for flying the A320 because obviously that's quite loud in the exterior. But can you actually hear the Trinidad? Because I can't. Right, okay, William, that makes more sense. Flight 1230. G'day, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing really well. He says, where are you going? We are going to Albuquerque in New Mexico from Oklahoma City is where we took off from. And right now we are over Amarillo in Texas. People are saying no to me, and I'm not 100% sure exactly what they're saying no about, because I've detailed a few things in the last minute or so that could have the response no. Oh, I can't hear the plane. Okay, cool. I didn't Google it, Garwin. It was, it's in the Discord, where Calling Pigeon put the flight plan. So, Calling Pigeon's on the government watch list for Googling the plant. Calling Pigeon, you criminal! Even worse, I posted about it and flying over it, I'm screwed. I mean, the fact that it's included in such vivid detail within Microsoft Flight Simulator means that it can't be too restricted, can it? Not to mention that it's just outside the flight path for the glide slope for the ILS for the runway there at Rick's Husband. The FBI or the CIA is going to be at my door? Absolutely, Stu. They will. I know. It's I'll just send them towards Calling Pigeon. I'm not going down. So who have we got flying with us right at this second? Obviously we've got Calling Pigeon, we've got Stu, we've got William as well, Mojave. There was somebody else here, wasn't there? Or am I just dreaming? I could have sworn there was another person flying along with us at one point. Maybe I am, maybe I'm seeing things. Anyway, doesn't matter, all good. They're watching you, Calling Pigeon. They're watching you. They're like, is this the guy who Googled the nuclear plant? Yeah, I think it's him. So in a moment, we're going to fly over a place called Cadillac Ranch. I'm going to assume that it might be Oh no, maybe not that. I'm hoping, because it's called Cadillac Ranch, I am legitimately hoping that there's Cadillacs. Like, it's just a ranch full of old caddies. But I don't think that's quite how it works, unfortunately. Calling pigeon would be the NSA. It's a modern Stonehenge made with old caddies. Hell yeah! That would be cool. God, yawn, 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 yawn. Oh, you know one thing that I've forgotten to do in this stream that I always forget to do? Always forget to do. Change my fuel tanks. But it's okay, guys. I've got it under control. It's all good. Pull a little bit of... we are really cooking here, so we'll pull a tiny bit of throttle out. Put pants on? No. I've definitely put hang on. No, definitely got pants on. Definitely got pants on. Well, I guess the good news is we're not going to have to change fuel tanks again for the rest of the stream, because I've basically emptied the left side. It really does feel excessive that the MSA was 8,500 for this flight. But I feel like I'm about to find out why. So you guys have got RD Williams here. In Australia we have RM Williams. Although RM Williams is not an airport. A lot of wind farms around this part of the world. I'm actually surprised, honestly, based on the reputation that Texas has across the world for being the, the oil and gas heavyweight that it is. I'm incredibly surprised by the sheer amount of wind farms that exist. Yeah, so William, I believe that we are in fact taking that route. It's just the way that little nav map depicts it to me is that we should already be over mountains, but what we're actually over is just elevated, like, terrain. Like, the terrain has just risen slowly. But little nav map in the flight plan elevation profile thing literally depicted as if we've just, we're flying over a mountain range right now. Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. They are not silly going. But yeah, you're always told that Texas this, Texas that, gas, oil, petrol, gas, oil, fossil fuels, Texas, nuclear. But there's a lot of renewables as well. The ground is flat but steadily rising all the way to the Rockies. Ah, okay, all right. Interesting. Brett Plays says, I am off for an early night, still trying to condition myself for daylight savings change this weekend. Shit. Yeah, good point, Brett. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, absolutely. I probably won't be doing any morning time streams next week, I would say, for the reason that you just detailed, because the first week of daylight savings is rough in the mornings. Absolutely, Go. And it's interesting that you say that, actually. I saw an article today. One of our major private energy companies here in Australia, in Victoria, AGL, is closing one of their coal-fired power stations 10 years earlier than originally detailed. And, you know, people are all up in arms like, oh, this stupid government, blah, 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 blah. The electricity network in this state has been privatised since the early 1990s, which means that private companies can do whatever they want. If they want to close their power stations, they can, because it is owned by a private company. And private companies don't keep things open that are making money. So if they're closing it 10 years earlier, that kind of says everything that you need to know, you know? But it just makes me laugh when people are like, oh, you know, it's all the government's fault. No, not necessarily. Yeah, exactly what you basically said, Garland. They have the money to do the investment as well. Yeah, I heard that. Dubai is investing heavy in producing hydrogen in a clean manner. That would be absolutely amazing. Whoever, as Jeremy Clarkson said all those years ago, whoever figures out how to store and produce hydrogen in a safe, clean, and effective manner will be one of the wealthiest people in the world. No, but like, okay, I know you can store it, but like, you know, I don't know the full context of what he was saying it in, but there was something at the particular time that he said it about. I think it may have been in relation particularly to vehicles. Something to do particularly in relation to vehicles. Ah, okay, that might be something to do with it then, Garwin. But yeah, whoever figures out how to produce it cleanly, because obviously, like, it's better than fossil fuels in the way it's produced right now, but it's still far from perfect. But there's got to be a way, you know. So whoever figures that out, and whoever, as you've said, manages to get it to bond to hydride, yeah, going to be a very, very wealthy person. Oh, I know where we are now. We're coming up on, well, we're not coming up on, but in another 56 nautical miles, we'll be on Tucumcari. Apologies for the yawning here, ladies and gentlemen. I have now been awake for... Well, the dogs woke me up at 4 o'clock this morning. So that's 17 hours. And they woke me up at 4 o'clock the previous morning as well. So, yeah, little tired. William says he landed in Amarillo. Enjoy the rest of the flight. Not a problem, William. All good. Fully understand, mate. I know it's incredibly late / early over there in San Diego, mate. You have a good one. Have a good rest. Look after yourself. Stay safe. Stay well. Don't do anyone that I wouldn't do, and I'll catch you soon, somewhere in the sim. I'm assuming, probably. Have a good one, mate.
I let my heart bleed on my sleeve through microphones. I'm trying to right my wrongs by writing out my wrongs. Ran through a check cause it's hard to live off bread alone. So if you see me slipping, yeah, let me know. Cause it ain't the end of times yet. I know, but it's getting close.
Hey, Black Bear is in the stream, or is in the flight, should I say. Looks like he's just taken off from Tucumcari Municipal. Welcome, mate. Welcome to the stream, Black Bear. Hope you're doing really well.
I'm bluffing, but I promise I do it. That K got a drum, like murder and booming. Sending you verbal, if I get my little Uzi. They thinking I'm crazy, I'm gon' see it and hate this. People I'm saying get what I'm painting. Picture big, I call it little baby. If I'm on the board, then we playing chess. If you on my way, you gon' need a vest. Act big, you might get stretched. All your gun talk, I ain't impressed. My 45 seen real traffic. That's Dallas, Texas. My little partner called her body 4 miles.
Yeah, the water was colder than I expected.
That 12th gauge gave him life in the 12th grade. I tried to write him, but
so it does look as if, I know I've been saying this for most of the stream, but I promise you that it looks like once we get past Tucumcari that we might be getting some elevation. Then again, maybe as we get really close to Albuquerque, there is definitely. Not that, as I keep saying, not that the scenery has been bad so far for the flight. It's getting a little bit dull in this part of Texas. A bit like it was last time we were in Texas. Here we go, Dave Fishwick. He's in the Dark Star. He's at 300,000 feet. So I don't think we're going to be getting any TCAS alerts. Alerts? I hate TCAS alerts. From Dave Fishwick somehow. As Stu makes his way over in the Virgo. Gowan says his next TBM Thursday's flight has a minimum safe altitude of 21,000 feet. That's fairly up there now, isn't it, Gowan? Really is. Everything is flat from the Mississippi to the Rockies. Worst drive of your life. Yeah, I couldn't really imagine doing this drive. It would be a little bit dull, a little bit long, drawn out, etc. The first part of it, just outside Oklahoma, is wonderful. I mean, yeah, okay, it's not elevated, but it's cool, you know. Is this, so this highway here that we can see, is that Route 40? And is that the highway that goes all the way from LA from the East Coast to the West Coast? Hang on, maybe it's, no, it is that highway. Highway 10? It could be Highway 10. I think it's Highway 40 though, from what little nav map is saying, but I can't remember if that's the one that goes from the east to the west or the west to the east, however you want to word it. That's 40? Okay, so that's Highway 40 that we're flying along right now. Highway 10's further south in Texas. Okay. So this is the one that goes all the way. If they are even numbers, they go west to east. Right, okay. And odd numbers go north and south. That makes sense. This is the highway that you were saying to me that we should fly along one day, Garwin, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, obviously we're flying along it right now. Ooh, we're about to cross the border here, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the white dotted line running across the map. Well, this dark area is where the border changes, where the state changes. The border where the state changes is probably the best way to word that. From Texas to New Mexico. Yeah, I was going to say, Garwin, I feel like we're flying very, very close right now to where the Route 66 flights are taking place. So it's interesting that you just said that. That's, so when we... Because we're going to be heading from Albuquerque to Phoenix, and then Phoenix to San Diego. Yeah. I think that's right, and then San Diego to Las Vegas. Are you going to Meteor Crater in Arizona? That is a great question, Garwin. Calling Pigeon, are we going to Meteor... I mean, that's assumed... I mean, have you been there personally in the sim, Garwin? Or personally? I don't know if personally in the sim really makes sense. Turns out that weird dark black marker area was in fact not the state border between Texas and New Mexico at all. Calling Pigeon says, indeed we will go there. Of course we'll go there. I mean, you know, it's Calling Pigeon who's in charge of this. Finding the cool places. Of course we're going to go there. Every cool place in the world. You've been IRL, not in the sim. Okay. Well, yes, we're definitely going there. It has been confirmed by our navigation specialist. Sorry guys, I know I've already stood up once and abandoned the stream for a couple of minutes, but I'm going to need to do it again. Just need to keep the blood flowing and all that with how tired I am. Otherwise, there is a chance that I'll get into that zone where I'm not talking and not, like, my brain doesn't sort of process the fact that I'm still live on stream because it's getting tired. So just be a couple of minutes. Cheers. So we are back, about as refreshed as we're ever going to be. Speaking of which, V is here, Imperial Builder in Minecraft. G'day, V, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing really, really well. Pleasure to have you here. Hope life's been treating you well over the last couple of weeks since we last spoke. Poor. Still don't know why I'm getting these weird little stutters. I mean, at this point, I'm assuming it might be related to the fact that the Canadian World Update is meant to come out in 2.5 hours, just under, I believe. Speaking of, the thing I would like to, I don't know what about you wonderful people in the chat, and you're more than welcome to chuck something in, let me know and we can get some sort of conversation going, but the thing that I would love to see in the Canadian World Update is not so much the major cities and stuff. I mean, definitely that. But the northern parts of Canada, the Nunavut and the Inuit areas and all that, I'd love some proper ground textures would be nice to begin with, like just some basic scenery. Because right now they don't even have that. It's just a bloody it's a piece of Lego. Mr. Zach's Gaming Lab is here. G'day, Zach, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're going really, really well. Hello, gentlemen / nerds. That is the perfect way to address the stream. It's a combination of gentlemen and nerds. There's including myself. There is 6 gentlemen and 1 nerd by the name of Zach. Wow, I was gonna say what's Calling Pigeon doing in his TBM, but no, it's Black Bear in his TBM. Come on, New Mexico. Now we've been in New Mexico for literally 5 minutes, and already it's more enjoyable to look at the ground than it was in that part of Texas. And I mean, I feel like all I've spent the whole time doing that we've been flying over Texas and Oklahoma and Georgia. I couldn't think of what state Oklahoma was in, so I just went with the city. I feel like all I've been doing is just roasting the crap out of these states. I mean, it's nothing personal, just it's not the most visually exciting parts of the United States. From the air. Over, so there's an incredible that's an incredibly Australian airfield over there. You've got the Ute Dam. Damn Utes. So, hang on, if I do... Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Start to quote Ed Sheeran. So that's that. Right. Cool, okay, right. Sorry, just doing mathematics over on little nav map, making calculations and all that based on who's what and where and what's next and how far between this waypoint and this waypoint, and etc., etc. That's all. As we do come up here on Tucumcari, the airport, and then just over the other side is the city of Tucumcari. Is it a city? I don't know if you could classify Tucumcari as a city. It's, it looks a little bit small to possibly be put in that category. I don't know. But Zach, mate, how are you going? It's been a long time no speak. Not really, but yeah. And we're starting to see some elevation. The other thing we're starting to see is Route 66 popping up over on little nav map a little bit further up. We've got to be careful flying along this part, because there is a chance that there will be a Cessna 152 coming in the other direction with a bunch of people. You're working on some content, Zach. What content? You made an F1 Singapore hot lap on F1 22, not long AG9. I'm assuming that's meant to be a go. I see, Zach. I see. I mean, it's in my lost content, but I have video from the Singapore Flyer, which is of course right above the Singapore Formula 1 track. Made another video today, which you're going to release tomorrow. You has the 2,000 subscribers giving you the extra motivation? Is it, Zach? Speaking of which, again, mate, congratulations on the 2,000 subs. That's you didn't when you started watching my channel, you only had like what, 750 subs or something like that. So that's it's a pretty bloody decent effort, mate. $800. Wow! So you've made note of that. 833 subs you had when you started watching this channel, and that was 16 months ago. So you've added an extra 1,170 something subs in 16 months. That's pretty good, mate. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. So this is the massively bustling city of Tucumcari here in New Mexico. The lake in the middle of the city is almost as big as the city itself. Already at 2.1k. Okay, calm down, Zach. Calm your fun. That's great, mate. Really good stuff. How long did it take you to get the 833 subs, now that we've figured out it's taking 16 months for you to almost triple that? The 800 subs came from an explosion of a short... Okay. Which never happened again. So, if the 800 subs came from an explosion of subs, does that mean that not long before you found my streams that you only had like 50 or 60 subs?
Better say something, I would change my mind. Gotta give me something, 'cause I'm not lying.
Yeah, for sure, Zach. Absolutely. The more views that you get, the better. The more your shorts get promoted. Of course. That's cool though, Zach. Like the fact that you've, from what you're saying, you found me because at the time you were interested in airplane sims. Yeah, because you had only recently, prior to fighting me, discovered Oz Flight Simmer, I believe. At the time. Yeah. No, of course. You've always, in my mind, you've always been the F1 Minecraft bloke. Haven't really known you as the flying sim guy. Oh, I still remember the first stream as well, Zach. Very vividly. Very, very vividly. You saw Zach doing F1 in Roblox. I see. That Roblox, is that the one you're talking about? My nephew is obsessed with Roblox and Minecraft. Probably like most 10-year-olds, 9-10-year-olds. That's when they start to really get into that sort of stuff. Mind you, I'm pretty sure Zach is a little bit older than 9 or 10. I hope Zach's older than 9 or 10. Otherwise, some of the things that I've said in these streams... Woohoo! You're a major, not a minor. So you gotta really get that, deep chest voice going. Hey Zach, Zach. I don't actually know if that's the difference between major and a minor. I'm not knowledgeable enough about music to make calls like that, but it sounds correct in my head, so that's what I'm going with. That major is your deep, and minor is your falsetto, which is probably completely falsetto. Just give me 2 seconds here, ladies and gentlemen. I need to remove my hoodie. It's getting quite warm in here. And I won't subject you to a striptease on stream, so just give me a moment. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's a lot better. I don't feel like I'm reverse searing myself, which is what it certainly felt like there for the last 5 minutes or so. I must say, by now, Calling Pigeon, with the number of takeoffs and landings that you've performed in that TBM on these World Adventure streams, because you tend to stop at 95% of the airports along the way, you must be able to land that TBM with your eyes closed, literally. Surely. Gowan says, okay, everyone, I am off. He's past his use by. He's past the use by date. He is off. He's growing some mold. No worries, Gowan, mate. All good. Enjoy your day, whatever it is bringing you. Is this where you're going to go get the hearing aids? Either way, mate, have a good one. Look after yourself. And I will... Well, I'll see you sometime in somebody's stream, that's for sure. Can be guaranteed on that one. And I'll don't let me forget. I'll catch up with you in Discord in the next couple of days, as well. Fair to say it improved with time. I bloody hope so, Calling Pigeon. The new challenge is trying to land the F-35. I am consistent at crashing it. You should, I was going to say you should bring the F-35 on these streams, but you're already leaving us for dead in the TBM, so maybe not. Hey, Nick Hansen is here. He says, sup. G'day, Nick, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're going well. We're just chugging along through the middle of America here. But I don't know if it's actually the middle. It's New Mexico. So there's not a huge amount going on. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask. Just, I'm getting into the music. What can I say? But yeah, hope you're going well, Nick. Hope you're going really well. We'll have to come up with a. I guess we'll have to come up with a stream, Calling Pigeon, that utilizers. Yes, that utilizers. I'm just going to roll with it. Not even going to try and correct myself. Utilizes military aircraft, F-35, F-18, etc. Just so you can get some practice in.
Ha! Got him!
Nick says, if the Roman Empire industrialized, we could have landed on the moon 1,000 years ago. Fucking Romans. Not doing their job properly and not industrializing themselves. I've got every soundboard that in the world, Zach. Actually, I don't. Don't test me on that one. I'm going to fail miserably straight up. But, Oh, there's timers on it, mate. No. There's timers on it. Like, just the bot has a minute, 2 minutes, something like that between... I mean, obviously I can spam it, but, like, yeah. Streamer's privilege, you know? Nah, you're all good, like, yeah. I really need to put the exclamation mark codes for the chat bot down in the description so that you guys can see all the bloody soundboards that are currently active. There's a Family Guy joke about it. How did I miss that? I've watched so much Family Guy. Yeah, so how is Africa going at the moment, calling pigeon? There's a few countries that have got great scenery and great mapping, and then I've heard a lot of it is pretty average, unfortunately. Let me see what else I can pull out for you here, Mr. Gaming Lab.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
I have no idea what this soundboard does, but I must have put it in at some point.
You know what Daddy likes.
Okay. There we go. Well, I have no idea why that's in the soundboard list, but it is. No worries, Stu, mate. I would also be leaving after the you know what Daddy likes. All good, mate. You look after yourself. Have a good. What's the time there? If it's 11 p.m. here, it's like middle of the afternoon there. Have a good rest of the afternoon, evening there, Stu, mate. Try not to work too hard, and catch you in a stream pretty soon, hopefully. Zach says, hear me out. Okay? I'm listening, Zach. EA buys EA. Okay, this has already started interesting. Nick, if you do drop a link in the chat, because of the way YouTube works, it probably won't actually work. If you pop the link in the Discord, it will 100% work. For some reason, YouTube and most chat bots don't like people just dropping links. Which I can understand why, but it's a little bit annoying in, situations like this where it's like, hey, here's a clip or a link to a clip or a link that, relates to a conversation about a topic that we were just having. Oh, wait, can't do that. Shit. Yep, so as you were saying, Zach, EA buys EA, yes. What's next? What occurs next? Because right at this moment, I'm very confused. Discord link, !Discord will give you the chocolates you are looking for. There's probably a lot of places you can pop it in the Discord, just wherever, you know, anything goes or stuff like that. Or you can even just personal message it to me and I'll just pop it in the Discord. So the next airport code is interesting. 0 Echo 0. Moriarty. Why do I know the name Moriarty? What's so special about Moriarty? Time to open Google for a fourth time in this, or third time, or whatever it is in this stream. Moriarty is a fictional character, professor. Yes, right. Is the formidable enemy for Sherlock Holmes. See, I knew that there was a Moriarty that I knew of. So we're, Zach says, I just realized I was a minute behind in the stream. Oh, that's a little bit rough there, Zach. So our next destination airport is Sherlock Holmes's enemy? How'd you get a minute behind in the stream, Zach? Just buffering issues, or? Anyway, tell me what you were thinking. EA buys EA, which is incredibly confusing, but I'm sure you've got more to add to that. This particular track, you know those old 1980s VHS workout tapes? This sounds like the kind of music that they'd play on those in the background. I just sort of got this feeling to get up and start, you know, like lunging to the right, lunging to the left in that good old 80s home workout style. I'm just not wearing the correct uniform. I need to get into like my short, skimpy spandex and all that. They buy themselves, then sue themselves, and then collect insurance. I'm pretty sure that's a form of insurance fraud. So they're going to get themselves out of one bucket of hot water and dip themselves in another bucket of hot water. Flawless. Absolutely. 100% agreed. Not sure that's quite how it works, Zach, somehow. Unfortunately. You need to think of a better dad joke. I mean, what did the elephant say to the naked man? That's cute, but can it pick up peanuts?
You know what Daddy likes.
So, few days ago, I was at the doctor's office and just getting my usual checkup, you know. And the doctor says to me, he's like, "Look, I'm really going to need you to stop masturbating." And I'm like, "Why is that, doc?" And he's like, "Because I'm currently trying to inspect you. Or I'm trying to perform an examination, you know, one of those two works. Whichever one makes you laugh more, basically." Zach, I feel like yourself would. I feel like you'd really enjoy a channel called We Got the Chocolates, which is literally a channel that just does group do not laugh, dad jokes and adult jokes videos.
But all the fun times we had, I'll never forget. We will always share a bond, no matter what. 'Cause you have a piece of my heart, and I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had. Yeah, I know that we're not perfect, but I need this night for the last time.
Alright. I just, I mean, I know the scenery is not incredibly spectacular in any way, shape or form right now, although it is quite nice. Just the song was giving me the vibes that it was time to just enjoy some silent flying with some background tunes. Now, Zach says he's going to send what he's working on to me in Discord. Ooh, I'm very keen and curious to see what this is all about, Zach. Very much so. Now, where were we before I started vibing out to the tunes? We were, I'd said a couple of dad jokes. Zach was saying that he needs to get a few more dad jokes content. Which is, it's fair. Don't blame him. If it looks like I'm staring into the abyss, it's because I am. It's because I'm racking my brain on some of the more recent dad jokes that I've been learning. But of course, it's not, you can't just retain 500 dad jokes straight up when you've only been learning them for a couple of days. Here's a thought of the day. It's an inappropriate thought of the day, but it is still a thought of the day nonetheless. If an orphan takes a selfie, it's technically a family photo. Just let that one stew for a little bit. That's true and deep. Yes, yes it is. And inappropriate as well. It ticks all the boxes, Zach. We've got the checklist, and right now we're just getting green ticks next to everything. I cannot come up with any more of the dad jokes that I've been enjoying over the last few days, which is really disappointing actually, because there was some absolute killers in there. Kickers, killers. It's one of those. There were some great ones in there. How about we go with that as a way of explaining it? English language and me, we're not compatible in any way, shape or form. I reckon it might be time for me to just become completely fluent in another language and start again. Yeah. Also, I am really getting pretty bloody tired, not gonna lie. It was, as I said, it wasn't a case of, let me try that again. As I said earlier in the stream, it wasn't a case of being too tired to stream. However, I will say that now as we approach me being awake for 18 hours, I mean, it's inevitable, isn't it? That no matter what I do, that I'm going to be tired at this point. So if you do see me yawning and staring into the abyss, I do apologise. Just get my attention in chat. It just means that my brain's just taking a 5-minute breather. Which is what I was hoping the whole music and spin the aircraft around thing would do, but, turns out that 5 minutes doesn't cure tiredness. That's why they say that a 15-minute power nap could save your life, but also is beneficial. I must say, I'm really disappointed in the fact that I can't remember any more of these dad jokes. would have been a good way to close out the last part of the stream. You know, I'm afraid for the calendar. Its days are numbered. Its days are numbered. You know, if April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? Usually pilgrims. No? Nothing? No reaction at all to any of these? They're a bit shit, aren't they? I guess, you know, I was thinking the other day, I was like, you know, why do seagulls fly over the ocean? I mean, obviously that's why they're called seagulls as well, because they are gulls that fly over the sea. But the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, because, you know, if seagulls flew over the bay, well, we'd call them bagels. It just doesn't quite have the same ring to it, you know? Have you seen all the bagels flying around us? First up, who's throwing bread, smoked salmon and cream cheese around? A skeleton walks into a bar and he says, "Hey bartender, I'll have a drink and a mop, please." I'll let you deconstruct that one. Cola without the flavour is basically sparkling water. Yes, black or brown sparkling water. Or if you haven't added the correct colours to the cola recipe yet, it's green. Not quite there, Zach. I don't know if you're well, he's a skeleton, so if he pours liquid down his mouth, it's just going to fall out, isn't it? All over the floor, through his bones. So, why he needs a mop. The light bulb just went on in Zach's head. So, you know, as I get older, I tend to get less and less requests for identification at the bottle-o, the liquor store, the alcohol shop, whatever you refer to it as. But just recently, I did actually, when I was buying some beers, I got carded, or you know, ID'd at the alcohol place. And as I went to get my ID out, my old Blockbuster card fell out. And the cashier's just like, never mind, it's all good. I believe that you're overage. So, I had a mate, Billy. And he just recently, he got fired from his job at the banana factory. And I was like, Billy, that's weird, mate. Like, getting fired from a job at the banana factory, I mean, what did you do? And he's like, well, I kept getting rid of the ones with defects. And I'm like, what do you mean you kept getting rid of the bananas with defects? And he's like, yeah, I kept getting rid of the ones that have got a bend in them. Sorry. The fact that Calling Pigeon and Zach and Black Bear and everybody else has to endure these dad jokes for the last little bit of the stream, I feel for all of you. I really do. I asked my dog, what's 2 minus 2? I mean, she said nothing. Just barked. I was driving past the local cemetery a few days ago, and it looked full. Like didn't look like there was any free space whatsoever. And I just thought to myself, well, I'm like, geez, people are dying to get in here. Tootsie B, g'day mate, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing really, really well. Have you released any vlogs from your Southeast Asia trip? Tootsie, you mustn't be on the Discord. So, I'll try and keep this as brief as possible. I don't have any of the footage anymore. That's the long story in the short sense. So, the evening that I arrived home from Asia, pulled out my laptop, set it all up, ready to transfer the files across to my portable hard drive, to then put them on my main PC to then start editing. And that was all well and good. And then I by the time I'd got the hard drive out of the suitcase and the laptop sorted out of my bags and got my bags unpacked, etc., it was like 2 a.m. and I was like, you know what, screw this, I'm not doing this now, this can be done tomorrow morning when I wake up. Well, when I woke up the next morning, logged into my laptop, no desktop background, no icons, nothing. I'm just like, okay. None of the vlog footage was there anymore. Didn't exist. And I panicked. I'm just like, shit, what the hell's happened? Brought it to the local IT guy, and we worked through it together for a few days. Basically, we had a corrupted Windows update, and said corrupted Windows update deleted the user account, and the deletion of the user account resulted in the complete and utter destruction of 170 gigabytes of vlog footage. Gone. Unrecoverable, unretrievable, all completely corrupt. So, I'm in the process of booking another trip to Southeast Asia. But, yeah. It's incredibly disappointing is the word that comes to mind. The frustration and stuff that I subjected myself to in the first few days after it happened. So yeah, sorry. It's I wish I had a better story for you, Tutti B, but I don't. That's yeah. In fact, I spent the first 24 hours incredibly upset. But you live and you learn. You know, there's a few things that I could have done to avoid this situation that I didn't think to do because it was my first time, vlogging and being on a holiday. I have Google Drive. I have 10 terabytes or something ridiculous in my Google Drive. Why wasn't I every evening leaving my laptop running, uploading to my Google Drive? No idea. Why wasn't I? I have no clue. I had a portable external hard drive with me. Why was I not backing up my files onto said portable external hard drive? Again, I don't know. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, and these are the questions I can ask myself in hindsight. But, you know, it just means I've had one trip to Southeast Asia and, oh no, I'm going to have to make another one. Such a shame. Oh well. You know, I'm trying to look at it in that positive manner and be like, alright, well that was the test run. This time let's do it properly, you know. So this time I'll be going with multiple GoPros, a gimbal, you know, all the goodies that are needed for coming across as a professional vlogger, not somebody who's just sort of trying to make some vlogs with what they have, which is what it was. I mean, they weren't bad, but it was very obvious that I didn't have all the, you know, fancy techie shit. So this time round, we'll do it all 100% correctly. I'm going to bring multiple laptops with me, back up onto every single one, back up to the cloud, back up onto my hard drive as well. And then, hopefully, if I manage to lose any of that footage, I may as well give up on traveling, you know? So we are not far at all here from Albuquerque, 14 nautical miles. So Albuquerque is 5,320 feet above sea level. I think we should, if I'm not mistaken, we should pop over these mountains and we'll basically be lined up with the runway, which is perfect. Yeah, that's exactly right, Tutti. It's just more reasons to go on a big one. Now, I don't know how big I can go, because I only have so much money, especially with the fact that I spent, you know, a portion of it doing the last one. But another month, I reckon, is achievable. 3 weeks a month, like the last one. But now I've explored a few other places. I know where to go. I know what to do. I know what it's like traveling solo as well. You know, I don't have that hanging over. The first, Singapore was great. Like the first few days in Singapore was great because obviously I have a lot of friends in Singapore, so it wasn't like traveling solo. But Malaysia and the first day and a half in Chiang Mai was a bit daunting. Being overseas, traveling solo for the first time was just a bit like, okay, right, yep, I've got me, myself, and I to rely on here. But yeah, after the first day and a half in Chiang Mai, I was like, oh, this is pretty mad. And yeah, absolutely loved it, Tutti. Absolutely loved it. Traveling solo is great if you meet up with people at various places along the way. otherwise, if you're not planning on meeting friends and all that along the way, I prefer traveling with, a significant other or something like that. Just because, sometimes, especially, after 2 or 3 weeks, solo travel can be a bit like, yeah, this is great, but geez, I wish I had, somebody with me kind of thing. I need to stop talking and turn this autopilot off and
You've told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person.
But setting up to, catch up with people and all that now in Asia, now that I've been and I've made friends and made acquaintances and etc., should be easy next time round, I've got people now on like WhatsApp and all that and be like, hey, I'm coming to this location on these dates, and they'll be like, yep, no worries, see you then. So, as I said, I'm trying to treat the previous trip as a research, Oh, I went there for research purposes. Now let's do it properly. Helps me feel a lot better about the whole losing footage thing. I do have a little bit of footage. I have some photos and stuff. I may do something with that. I know a few people have shown in the Discord and in various streams have shown interest in me potentially doing some stuff with the footage that I do have still and the photos but yeah, like I don't even have footage of my Singapore Airlines business class journey, which was one of the videos I was just like, oh yeah, this is going to be mint. I'm going to put business class, first experience in business class up on the internet. That was alright, I think. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Albuquerque in New Mexico. None of this old ancient Mexico bullshit here. We are New Mexico, boys. I was considering just rolling it all the way to the end of the runway. And why? What benefit does that provide? Although I don't think that was a taxiway I'm meant to exit from. Anyway, all good. This looks like the GA and cargo and all that area over here anyway, so that's makes sense to take me Trinidad over this part. Can't really hook up a jet bridge to a Trinidad. You can try. I don't think it'd be very successful. its flaps. Well, let's have a look. No, nobody else. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Albuquerque in New Mexico, and that does bring us to the end of Leg 140 here of the little plane that could our world tour here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you did enjoy the stream and you haven't yet hit the like button, I would absolutely, most definitely love if you could provide that like button with some gentle caressing and touching, make it feel slightly less lonely. And if you haven't yet hit the subscribe button as well, I would absolutely love that as well if you could do that, and it would greatly benefit the channel. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you did enjoy the flight. It was a bit of a mixed bag. Thought it was going to be a little bit more elevated, a little bit more things to look at, but towards the end, as we got closer to Albuquerque, it got very nice, I must say. But ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world, you look after yourselves, you make sure that you stay safe, stay well, don't do anyone I wouldn't do, and I'll catch all of you wonderful people in the next stream. Cheers, and thank you very much for coming along.
You know that I can't seem to focus when you're getting close to me. We're like a broken record spinning round and round all year. I know that I can't do more. I know that you feel the same. Why do we keep playing all of these games? I don't wanna go, cause your love is what I want, babe. You know that I wanna stay this way forever. I wanna stay up all night with you. No games to play, just wanna stay up all night with you.
High five!
It won't be easy, maybe we're just too alike. I wanna stay up all night with you. You know my friends think that I'm crazy, cause you're all that I can see. I hope that we will make it, cause I'm falling here for real. You know that I can do more, just wanna care for you, babe. Why we keep on playing all of these games? I don't wanna go, cause your love is what I want, babe. You know that I wanna stay this way forever. I wanna stay up all night with you.
Dismissed.